Chapter 1. The Seeds of Sin. The desert wasn't quiet. Not really. It breathed through cracks in the earth and whispered through brittle sagebrush. It rattled old bones buried under dunes and sang low hymns when the wind carried sand across rusted fence wire. Mike knew that song by heart. He sat on the porch of a house that hadn't been lived in since God stopped caring, rolling a smoke with hands that smelled like resin and regret. Boards covered the windows like eyelids sewn shut. The paint peeled in long curls like dead skin. A rotting chair sagged under his weight, and for a long while, the only sound was paper crinkling as he twisted the joint closed. He sparked up and dragged deep, the smoke curling through the hollow rooms behind him like ghosts looking for a throat. The joint was nothing fancy, just shake from yesterday's trim, but it burned sweet, the taste of work well done. Beyond the porch lay an ocean of dust and heat. A two-lane road split it like a scar, bleeding into the horizon where the sun died slow every evening. He'd been out here long enough to stop marking the days. Time didn't mean shit in the desert, only the plants mattered. He stood and walked toward the greenhouse. It wasn't much to look at, a ribcage of steel poles under skin stretched tight and patched 100 times. Heat shimmered off the plastic walls, and when Mike unzipped the flap, the smell hit him like an old lover's perfume. Earth, chlorophyll, a sharp note of terpenes that cut the air like broken glass. Inside, the rows glowed under sodium lights, a pulsing yellow haze that turned green leaves gold. Fans hummed slow overhead. Buckets lined the aisles like soldiers, each plant thick with buds fat enough to snap stems. Mike moved between them like a preacher among the faithful. His boots sank into dirt dark as coffee. His fingertips brushed against sugar-coated flowers, sticky enough to glue two souls together. He whispered without thinking, words he didn't say to people. Words meant for them, his girls, his work, his reason. Strong today, stay strong. He pulled a notebook from his back pocket and flipped it open. Pages stained with fingerprints, smudges of green resin, notes written in a hand tight and fast, like a man running out of time. Numbers, crosses, ratios scribbled in margins. Resurrection V7.3. That was the one, his crown jewel, the last roll of the dice. Mike leaned on the table, tracing the letters like they might come alive. He'd been chasing this for years, through prison riots, halfway houses, border runs, every step a gamble, every seed a prayer. And now he was close. Close enough to taste it on the back of his tongue. The perfect strain, pure, uncut, unpatented. A big middle finger to every corporate prick and cartel king who thought they owned the plant. Outlaws like Mike didn't live long. He knew that. But maybe if he finished this work, his name would live longer than he did. A whisper in every smoke circle. A legend that sprouted in backyards and basements long after his bones turned to dust. The lights buzzed louder for a second, or maybe it was in his head. Mike looked up, frowning. The desert night pressed against the plastic walls like a held breath. He killed the joint, tucked the butt in his pocket, pulled the Bio-45 from the crate near the door and checked the mag. Full. Always full, because peace out here wasn't real, and wolves didn't knock. I need this to be more of an outlaw western look.